Welcome to The Bucket List, the series where I put everything I want to do before I die into this bucket, and I pick it at random. Let's see what horrors befall us today. That's gonna cost some money. The first step in a situation like this is to research where a fashion show would even be around this time of year. New York Fashion Week is already done, and Paris seems to be dealing with some issues. So what is there to do? I'd already planned on going to TwitchCon, so certainly there wouldn't be anything that week. I suppose my adoring fans at TwitchCon will have to wait another year. After a hefty night of definitely overpacking into the tiniest suitcase I own, I was off to see the sights of the South. Upon being dropped off at my hotel, I nearly passed out. I mean, are you kidding me? I know I splurged a bit on this trip, but I didn't think I would splurge this much. I gotta change my pants. We made it to the room, and I was a ball of energy, but Mother wanted to rest, so I begrudgingly laid down for a short period. Okay, maybe it was longer than I expected. It's fine. We're on vacation. The hunger ravaged our stomachs, so it was off to the French Quarter we went. I saw this retro-looking Walgreens on the way and felt like I was transported into some teen girl's Pinterest board. Once the sun started setting, things got a little loud, so we got dinner and went back to the hotel to sleep. The next day, the goal was vintage shopping. I'm not going to Fashion Week without getting at least a few new clothing pieces. That would be a disgraceful act. While we were trying on clothes, I guess I decided I was a rejected Vogue model in this changing room because my legs were too long. I also had the best salad of my entire life pictured here, and I miss it every single day. And just because I'm the sweetiest sweetie pie of all, here's a haul of all of the clothes that I bought. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever Mockspade Fashion Haul. Are we gonna judge Papa Spade for his fashion choices? No. Are we going to applaud him for dressing so beautifully? Yes. Alright, let's do this. Our first piece is this flannel blazer. It is a bit big on me, but it is very cool. It is something that I do not own yet. I have maybe one other blazer, and it is orange. So this is red. Our next item is this shirt. It's a button-up shirt. It reminded me of Over the Garden Wall, which is why I bought it. I'm going to feel like some sort of tree-dwelling individual, perhaps a witch of the bog. I will probably wear it under sweaters because I need as many layers as I can get when it starts getting cold. Our next item is actually new, but we're gonna pretend that it's old. It's based off of Spanish tile. This reminds me of my days back on the island. Let's go, gamers. This needs to be ironed, but I found it at a store and it looked cool, and I've been looking for a vest. The person who sold it to me said proudly that they were the one who cut it, and I will never forgive them for doing that, because what the hell is this? I'm gonna have to finish the bottom with bias tape, and that angers me. I bought it anyways because the fabric was pretty,
but I'm filled with rage.
This shirt makes me feel like a vampire. It doesn't button all the way down, so I can open the collar very sluttily. I can also tuck it into a pair of very tight skinny jeans, and it can billow out slightly like a pirate blouse, thus making me look very cinched at the waist. If anyone knows any goths that need a masculine counterpart, please let me know in the comment section below. I bought this pair of white pants. I was gonna put them on a hanger, and then I realized that I am lazy, so we're not going to do that. They're vintage, apparently from the 70s. I love white pants. Now, as our grand finale, we're going to enter the short section. Short number 1. These shorts looked good on the hanger, and they looked even better on me, which is hard to do. I have an itty-bitty slim cunty snatched waist, so it is very difficult for me to find shorts that actually fit. These did the job though. They also have a little detail at the top right, and I thought that looked cool. Purple is a good color. I found these shorts. They're from the Gap, but probably not from any recent Gap drops, because the recent Gap drops have just been suburban mothercore. Not that some people don't wear suburban mothercore these days, but they fit my slim, tiny little guy waist, so I would say that they're a win. And for the grand finale, we have the favorite pair of shorts that I found. They are fall, leaf themed, and they fit me perfectly. They might be a little tight when I get bloated after eating food that I shouldn't have, but they look really nice on, and they're very comfortable. A lot of these pants are high-waisted, and when I sit down, it makes me look like I have a 16-inch erect, but I think they make me look very cool, and honestly, if people think I have a 16-inch erect,
they would be right. Thank you for watching my clothing haul. Like and subscribe.
You would think that after waking up early and spending a good portion of the waking hours vintage shopping, that would be the end of it. But no! We ended up going to Dave & Buster's that night too. I would show footage of me there, but Dave gets a little shy sometimes, so I'll let him be. I will tell you though, there was this axe throwing game, and Mother managed to get the top high score on it. She hit only bullseyes. We had to type her name in so she could get the top leaderboard score. So, be afraid, I guess. After all that axe throwing, though, we started to get hungry, so we headed to this local pizza joint that said they catered to my difficult eating habits. If I had to describe this spot, it would probably be the place that a bunch of teenagers hang out in a sitcom. The tables had pennies inside of them, and the ceiling was slightly leaking, and it was some of the best damn pizza I've ever had. When I went up to the counter to order, I get a little embarrassed about ordering pizza because what I order is not technically pizza because it doesn't have the sauce or the cheese on it. But a guy came up behind me and was like, "Hey, it's your pizza. You choose what you want on it and we'll make whatever you want. Don't worry about it." And I was like, wow, they care me here. After the pizza though, we got it in little boxes and put it in the fridge for the next day. Bam! It is the day of the show. The day before got a little crazy, so we decided to take this day a little bit slow. We woke up late and moseyed on over to a waffle place that seemed to be able to cater to my restrictions. Unfortunately, I don't think they cater to all of my restrictions, and so the waffle that they tried to make me just looks like a Polly Pocket waffle, and it tasted like one too, but I don't fault them for it. I'm sure that the rest of the waffles are delicious. I just can't eat anything. But after that, we headed to City Park. Not just anywhere in City Park, though. The New Orleans Museum of Art. I'm a big art guy. Some might say in an annoying way. I'm the type to look at every painting, read every description card, and take photos of all the ones that really resonate with me. I won't tell you about every single one that I saw, but I desperately need to talk about one painting. And it is this one. It is called Death Comes to the Banquet Table by Giovanni Martinelli. It is a bunch of people sitting at a banquet table with a little skeleton in the corner, and everybody has the best expression. It is just the balance of macabre and silly that I need in my house. 10 out of 10. Good job, Mr. Martinelli. They also had a lot of neat glass, cool cups, and this giant painting of Marie Antoinette. Normal chair for scale. It felt like she was looming over me, judging my every move. Anyway, here's me in front of the museum, and here's a really cool picture of my outfit, because I believe I dressed aptly for the occasion. There was also this really beautiful fountain out in the front that I would like you to see, because it had lily pads in it! More fountains should have lily pads in them, I think. Whoa, what's that? A screen transition? Wait, I'm not ready! No! No! Welcome to the 70s! It's me, 70s Spade, coming at you live! I stole this thrifted shirt from my sister and these pants from my mother. Here are some pictures of the very cool rings that I wore. And yes, the clock ring works as a clock. Any hand likers, please behave in the comment section. When we arrived, I immediately felt judged. The fashion show area was up a giant flight of stairs, and it felt very looming. There was also a crowd of people in front of the area that were looking me up and down when I walked up. I was very intimidated. They had a photo op area to the left, so Mother and I had to take photos. And I thought I looked really cool when posing, but I actually just look like the nerdiest guy alive. You win some, you lose some, I guess. We milled about in the back, talking to vendors for a bit, but then it was time for the show to start. We managed to get seats right up in front, which means I got one of the best views in the house. The fashion designers were all local. I got so many good shots of the ones that I loved. One thing you might not know about me is that I actually sew clothes. So being at a show like this felt like I was in a room with a bunch of like-minded people. It gave me a lot of inspiration for new clothes that I could make for myself, and new things that I can experiment with. Everyone involved did an incredible job. The designers, the models, there was even a dancer. It truly felt like a display of fashion prowess. And then my phone died. The show went on, and they announced an after party at the nearby hotel. I'm not usually the partying type, but for some reason, I guess I was so hyped up today that there was a beast inside of me whispering, saying, "Go to the party. Go have fun." So I did. And at the party, dude, we got our drinks, talked to a few people, the usual party thing. But in the middle, they cleared out the center, and there was a drag/striptease show. It was insane! There were 4 performers, and they all did an incredible job. A perfect end to a perfect trip. Did I achieve my bucket list goal of going to a fashion show? I would say yes. Emphatically yes. Arguably, I did much more than just a fashion show. I went to a fashion week, so bucket list item achieved. Thanks for watching my little journey. If you want to keep updated on what I'm doing, check out my blog below. I've also got a music channel if you like to listen to my music. You can also find find it on streaming platforms if you so desire. And as always, you are loved, wanted, and appreciated. I will see you in the next one. Bye!